Figures it's the one day that Colin's not here that we're starting on time.
Right?
It's in his honor that
It
we
is
are starting on
it's
time.
Colin's fault that we start late every time.
Oh, I'm sure.
It is my fault. I think I'm the last one.
All right.
Rolling.
So, last week, you guys had just finished pulling up Quixotic from his jump down into the cavern below, and you just pull him up, and he sits exasperated on the side of the well, leaning up against it, holding a wooden case in his lap. I believe it was Davos who took the case and cracked it open without checking for traps against Quixotic's
Code.
against Quixotic's code of checking for traps. Luckily, no poisonous gases escaped out of this one. And inside, you guys found a beautifully decorated cloak that happened to be known as Sly's coat or cloak of Misty Step.
P-Y-S.
Or plot
Pies?
pies. Yeah, pies.
That's
yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
Pies cloak of Misty Step.
Right.
So-
We made the joke of it recovers 3.141 whatever charges every time.
Yeah, that's right.
Ha ha ha.
And so,
Sorry.
with this new cloak, it was you guys kind of decided that Quixotic, since he took the risk to jump down the well to save it, he'd get to wear it at least to begin with. So from there, you guys took off, made your way towards the hillside of Wyvern Tor, and discovered some smoldering remains from a orc camp. You guys found the entrance to the cave by javelin coming out and almost hitting you guys. As you guys made your way into the cave, you quickly found the cave was like a pincer point, and not necessarily a pincer point, but a choke point, and not large enough for everybody to fit through by the time that the orcs started to block the entrance of the cave. And so Kohi, taking a brunt of the beginning of the damage, it was just a little bit too much for his shell, and he fell down. He was quickly covered by Tehran and Alice to his right, or to his left, and together they took down the orcs in front, giving enough time for somebody to come up and rescue Kohi. You guys made your way into the cave a little bit further, and Alice noticed an orc running down south, back into the further parts of the cave, trying to stop him. In doing so, ended up killed him, but not before he was able to notify the ogre in the cavern further ahead. The ogre came stomping out of his little cubby hole and smashed Alice into the wall. Tehran, seeing this, rushed up and rescued her as a good manservant does. And you guys finished off the other orcs remaining in the cave, finalizing the death of Brewhor Axebiter. I believe you guys beheaded him, was how that final hit went through.
I didn't even know he had a name.
You guys didn't know his name. He does now.
He did.
And yeah, you guys kind of did a little bit of exploring through the rest of the cavern, looted the dead bodies. Didn't find too terribly much. A couple of some gold. It seems like this is not where they've been keeping most of their plunderings. So, and kind of as evening began to set in, you guys began to kind of fortify the cavern. Kohi took a leave and walked out towards the stream kind of going through, and decided that that's where he was going to take his place and kind of contemplate what the events that unfolded earlier today. So that's where I left you guys. off. Is there anything that you guys want to do before you guys take a long rest?
We should probably search the bodies in case there's anything neat. If there's a named guy whose name is Axebuyer, I bet he's probably got a neat axe, maybe.
Either that or he just has chunks of metal inside of him.
That could also be the
Full of-
case.
Full
We
of
should
dad-
find out.
The dad joke. Yes, let's do this. I've got
Okay.
a knife and I'm curious.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're finding out. Okay. Someone wants to do impromptu surgery.
Is it surgery if you don't patch him back up?
Damn it, man. I'm an archaeologist, not a doctor.
Not an archaeologist, not a doctor.
Roll me an investigation check.
You know it.
He's good at those.
Oh. Where did I put those things? That's how we start the night, boys and
Okay.
girls.
All right.
That is.
So with a 23, looking around, you see small supplies of food, a couple of broken crates for sitting upon around the fire, some bags of grain. You don't notice much of value, though when you're looking at the body of Brughor, and you look down and you're examining his axe, it looks like there's almost like a bite taken out of, like a chunk of metal that looks like a bite mark taken out of his axe.
Oh my. But
So-
nothing spiffy about the axe. Nothing. He's not like got any extra money on him or anything like that.
No, just the chest that you guys found earlier, or that I think it was Rhiannon found, or that Alice found earlier in the cave, with some gold, silver, and electrum, and then some vials of perfume.
Okay. We should either take his axe or something to prove that we took care of them, because that was why we were here in the first place. So I would suggest that might be a good idea. And then, I don't know. I think that's all the quests we have that are currently active, right? This was everything that we were sent out to do, yes?
Is this all of the orcs though? I mean, it doesn't look like they have much here for what they've been, all the trouble they've been causing.
That is true.
Is there a trail, or does it look like there's a path going elsewhere that we
Ooh.
might follow?
That is also true. We should.
Who's got the good survivals?
Do we want to? I think our survivalist is taking a nap because he got that crap
Is
kicked
he
out of him.
turtle napping? Is that what he's doing?
Yep.
He's yes, a turtle nap. Is that the thing? There's
Go
a nap.
Go
Is he
cover up
sunning
his
himself? That's the proper way to do it, right?
Right. Go cover up his reed straw as he's sitting there floating at the bottom of the lake.
Wake up!
Poor guy.
Are we in the middle of a long rest, or?
You guys were just getting ready. I mean, like, it was evening outside. You guys, as you guys look at the cavern, it's starting. The sun has been setting. The shadows are growing longer. Darkness is probably 30 minutes out or so.
We could look in the morning when we've got some nice sunlight and turtle.
Yeah.
That is true.
You think my OCD of treasure hunting is going to be able to wait that long?
I think it's going to have to.
Oh, fine. We get terrible sleep tonight. I'll take the first toss of watch then.
Okay.
I will. I think I'll meditate near the cave entrance there so that I can keep an eye on Kohi.
I can do the third.
Okay.
And I only need the 4 hours, so I can do 2 shifts if I have to. I think I had been. Is that not correct?
Yeah, you've been doing either you stay on for the first and second, and then sleep the
I'll-
third.
Did we
kind of thing.
explore these caves? Is there anything back in the back corners of these? Do we see it all? We saw it all. There's bodies over there. and
Yeah,
there's-
we went through pretty much everywhere, I think. And that was a pretty in-depth investigation, if I do say so myself.
It was pretty in depth.
pretty in depth. Well, I'll kind of hang out in the main area then, where everybody's at,
Okay.
a bit near the door,
Okay.
and take my first watch.
All right, roll me that perception check.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as night sets and the darkness in the valley outside grows, you hear a flutter of bats rush over your head and fly out the cave looking for their night's meal. You see the moon kind of glimmering on the river as it flows through, but kind of as the hours pass, nothing else takes notice for you. So your watch comes to an end, and you go and you tap Alice on the shoulder. You gently rouse her, and you say, "Are you ready?"
Let's do it. Here I am.
Okay.
Right, you. I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay.
All
So
right.
is it the both of us then, or just her? As I think, right? I'm doing 2 shifts.
So were you
Does
planning?
it- Do I still?
I had intended to do middle shift and then last shift because, like I said, it's only a 4-hour rest for me.
Okay.
So.
Well, good. You stay, and then if you want to wake me in 4 hours, I will be happy to take the.
Yeah.
rest.
You just sleep longer. That's fine.
Good night.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So I'll get up.
Quixotic in his meditation hears Monty go to talk to Alice, and he stands up and he waves, and Alice lays her head back down, and Monty goes to take his rest, and Quixotic gets up and starts kind of wandering around.
Yep. Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh no.
There it is.
All my hot rolls are early.
Yeah, they are. Okay. So while during this middle watch, you look outside and you see Kohi kind of chilling in the edge of the water, kind of the water running up through his shell, and everything looks peaceful for the time being. And you think to yourself, this group of ragtag adventurers, what have we done that has caused this friendship to grow and to blossom? You think that you guys have found kind of something special. You aren't sure why, or what's holding you guys together, but you notice that the friendships can be strained at points, are definitely growing from when you guys met. So that's what you found with the 24.
Okay.
All right,
That's
and
pretty
kind
deep
of
shit.
in the early morning, you go and you rouse Alice, and the two of you go and sit out at the front of the cave and take a watch together.
Sure. Well, if she's feeling chatty, we can chat.
I'm usually feeling chatty.
Okay.
So
So we'll do perception first, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah, we're both rolling perception. Okay. It's a low key night. You aren't sure if all the orcs that usually live here are here now, but they're at least not coming back tonight.
Okay.
Over the course of this evening. So
That's good. So you and the grumpy one, what's the deal there? Where'd you guys come from?
I don't know. We've always been together. It's weird when we're not together. Since I was a baby, he's been there. Always
Okay.
watching my back, and he kind of taught me pretty much anything I know about fighting.
So you guys grew up together, or is he? Are you guys the same age? I really can't judge at this point.
No, no. Oh wow, you insult me.
I'm so sorry. I'm not
I
familiar with the races here.
I'm like 21, 22.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, God, he's like dead. Do you know that? Ugh.
I
He's
guess
like,
I really didn't.
like dead.
That's kind of
he's
news
like
to me.
39.
I mean,
No, he's.
granted,
I
I'm
mean,
close to 300, so it's just hard to judge at this point.
yeah, I don't know how to even judge an undead's age, but I mean, he's like uncle grandpa kind of business there. That's the relationship. It's not.
Okay, so that's not how I was reading it, so
not
that's
like
good to
uncle
know. Yeah.
grandpa, but like uncle or grandpa.
Okay, got it. Yes, that's a weird. It's hard to read that. Yes. Okay.
So you're like 300?
Yeah, it's an elf thing. We don't age, or we don't look like we age
Yeah.
very well.
You look good.
Well, thank you. He kind of. But yeah, it's been weird being around here. Sometimes I don't know. It's hard to judge sometimes.
You've seen a lot of things, I bet, huh? A lot of changes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not from around here, obviously, so it's been different.
Where are you from?
Oh, just a ways away. Nowhere special.
Me too.
I know, right? So those faraway places, just not super impressive.
You got anybody waiting for you?
Oh no, looking for me maybe, but not waiting for. Well, maybe not anymore.
You ran far enough?
I think so, yeah, and long enough ago. It's just you never get used to where you end up,
Yeah, I know the feeling.
right? So how long ago did you guys leave?
It's been a couple years.
Okay. Yeah, you said you're in your 20s, so okay.
Yeah. It doesn't. I guess maybe it feels longer. Time feels different out here than from when I was home.
Yeah, I get it. And you are from a ways off too, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like it better here, even though it's harder.
Yeah, different climate. I never quite get used to the cold here.
No, oh my God.
I know, right?
I don't have to wear that many clothes, but I always feel it. I'm never warm. I can never get close enough to the fire.
Yeah, it's more of a tropical climate from where I'm from, so you get those cold nights here, and it's just never quite get used to it.
I get the dry heat.
Oh yeah. Some people say, oh, the dry heat's better, but it's like, well, so's an oven. An oven's a dry heat.
Speaking of ovens, you got any food?
Oh, I'm sure I got something on me here. As he kind of pats himself down. I think I've got trail rations is all I got. I believe I have something. I don't think I kept any pocket bacon from earlier, unfortunately.
Damn it.
I know, right?
I still have not been able to try the pocket bacon.
Well, I think after a day or two, they made me get rid of it because it attracted wolves. So
Yeah, Cohe's scolded him for.
I was informed I was no longer allowed to bring it. So.
Well, what if you got? Can you kill a wolf? Does a wolf have bacon on it?
No, I mean it might have bacon inside of it, but usually it was put there by, I guess, me. I don't know. So I don't. Yeah, we could probably find. I think we found a deer last time, right? So that might be possible again.
Okay.
I got something stashed away too.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Something
I mean, probably more berries.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say something for a special occasion.
No, that's long gone.
Yeah, that I get. I was saying earlier to Dove Boss that I think this goofy dagger might be the most expensive thing I've ever owned.
So is it a pretty frugal 300 years?
No, just apparently not that great of a worker. Actually, unfortunately, I was too good. That's a previous job, but not a lot of opportunities like this. Yeah.
What are you doing? Can you sit down? You're freaking me out. Thank you. God,
Is this in character?
Holy shit! No. Oh
Yeah,
my
exactly.
god. My baby gonna come
Sorry,
across
I know.
the couch behind me. Like,
I know.
if you guys all witness this, I'm gonna look really bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
An imp summon somewhere.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I don't know
back
why
down.
you let the kid play like 3 feet from a tiger. That's
I
probably
know.
right?
unacceptable.
Every
Mother of
time.
the year.
Every time.
Back in character, I kind of look wistful. I'm like, yeah, this is probably the poorest I've ever been.
Oh yeah, you came from some wealth, yeah? It's as I understand it.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely a different lifestyle. I'm not used to having to find food and worry about money. But
Yeah.
we're
So
doing
it's
okay. It's the circumstances are it's better this way.
I'm going from quite the other end of the spectrum, unfortunately.
Mm.
And he'll reach into his pack and he'll pull out, and there's a collar. It's clearly got a broken link in it,
Oh.
and it's not quite as fun, but here is much better.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, thank you.
All right. As you guys kind of think about what you guys have discussed and kind of sit in silence, with Zotic kind of revealing a little bit more of his past and Alice revealing a little bit more of your past. You guys sit and watch the sunrise, and everybody's feeling much better after a night's rest. Not a level better, but just much better.
I was about to say, are we stronger or better?
Just
so close.
Just feeling better.
It's literally like one more orc. If we would have had one more orc, it would have been
right.
Dings all the day.
All right. So you guys wake up. The sun is rising. You can start. The shadow starting to kind of come across into the valley. The sun's starting to shine into the mouth of the cave. Kozotic, you see Kohi kind of splashing his feet in the water now and waking up, and kind of you go over to the fire, and I guess are you cooking breakfast, or is somebody else? Are you gonna kind of surprise everybody, or?
I want to catch a fish.
All right.
Just like a midlife crisis, Alex. You start like breaking down.
I want to catch a
Midlife
fish.
turtle. I want to become a fisherman.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll me a survival check.
Okay. Yeah.
You look into the water, and this is a pretty clean mountain stream coming down, and because the water is so clear, like with the morning sun shining on it, you see the fish, and you manage to reach down and grab one.
Yes.
It's not the biggest. It's not the biggest fish you've caught, but it is It looks like you could give everybody a couple mouthfuls of some fish and some good food for the day.
All right. Good. I come back all proud, feeling better and refreshed
Ooh.
with my fish.
Yay!
You made a fish. Neat. Well, I guess you didn't make a fish, but you caught one.
Yes.
Right.
Grumble.
Are you feeling much better, big guy?
Yes, much better.
That's good. Yeah, you took quite a tumble earlier.
Yeah. Axes hurt.
So I've heard. I think you put a big dent in this one, though. And he points at the bite mark and trying to play it off.
Just squints kind of hard at him.
So Dapus is a little bit more quiet than he used to be.
That's good, I think. We're not.
In the
Oh yeah,
now
that's
he's a little bit
bad.
more quiet.
No, are you? Yeah, how are you doing? You had quite a surprising evening. Did you sleep all right? Oh my, don't know what happened to that accent.
Not really.
That's understandable, yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know, and that's the problem. My magic has always answered me in ways that I understand, but this is different.
I go, man, that's nice. I'm more worried about that one, and I point at the bard, trying to do
What?
stuff, and he does other things.
What, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, what's going on
Finger
with
guns
your,
right back at you. Pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew, pew, pew.
vicious
Oh, wait.
mockery into Eldritch Blast, and it's kind of
yeah,
like
that's
kind of like Vape Nation over there.
I don't know, but I like my sword. Sword.
yeah, we can tell that.
Well, is it your sword or is it that thing? I pointed at his pack.
Wait, what is
I don't
he
know
have
what's
his
in my pack.
I don't know, that's a good
Something in
question.
there.
Well, what's in my pack? Let's figure it out.
No, there's something
should-
in there though.
Let's take a look. Let's lay out things in my pack. It's in my pack.
Let's find out
What
today
is
if my
doing-
price is right.
Yeah, and while he's doing so, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So as he's pulling stuff out of his pack, give me
This belongs in a
one
museum. This belongs in a museum.
This too belongs in a museum.
sec. Yep.
This too. This really belongs. That does not. Set that aside.
Give me 2 seconds.
Nice box. What are you doing with that? Can I have it, please?
Da-da-da.
Matches your shirt.
All right. So he starts pulling stuff out of his pack. You guys see he pulls out like a map, like a case that you guys had found earlier. Some nice clothes. He pulls out a small little hand crossbow. Pulls out a dagger. Some.
Wait, which dagger is the dagger that he pulls out? It's not the one we're talking about from here.
No,
right?
his dagger.
No,
His actual dagger.
Just his side dagger.
Okay.
Pulls out a piece of papers, a flask of oil, and as he pulls out the box, the ornate-looking box with the 2 kind of fist-sized pieces of amber in there, you see this kind of flood of magical energy kind of wash over.
Color.
Does everybody see that or just Davpos?
Just me.
Just Davos. So
Put
that's
What color am I seeing?
give me 1 second.
Fuchsia.
I was gonna say, is it color coded or does it tell you this?
It's color coded.
Oh, okay.
For me, it's color coded because I see magic in black and whites and then color of what school of magic.
I'm knocking down.
Weird. I like it.
I've made up my own detect magic ability type thing.
So you see kind of a color that that you've come to kind of recognize as something of like the evocation school of magic.
Gotcha.
I don't remember what color you
No.
have lined up with that.
The blue, I believe I gave that one.
Okay. If you have that list, send it to me at some point. So
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
yeah. So you see this kind of royal magical swirling blue energy, kind of emanating from what you think is from the inside of the box.
Did we ever open that?
Yeah, that was
We
the one with the
got
amber.
the amber in it. The
Was,
amber,
was that
like,
the one that had the poison gas?
That is
Yes.
the one
Yeah,
that had the
so-
poison gas.
Okay.
Everything's got poison these days.
So
Everything
That-
was spooky around.
Everything that we don't check for traps.
Yeah. So that thing that we opened that, caused all of us to have a bad day.
So maybe we should identify the box.
I'm thinking that might not be the worst idea.
That should give us a little bit of a hint, I hope.
Yeah, that might help out a little bit.
Can do.
Okay.
So you,
Do we want me to go do that right now, or do we want
I
to like
think
wait
we
done
should
looking
probably
at
find
stuff
out
in my
what
bag?
else it's going to happen.
You
Yeah.
really want to travel around with something that we don't know what it is right now?
We already know
I do
it's
it all the time. It's
shooting,
like
shooting beams
occupational
out of
hazard.
it.
That's why they have laboratories. You have to take things to them and study them there. Field research can only take you so far. All right, yeah, I'll go in the corner and do that.
Monty sits down while Kohi's preparing the fish that he caught for breakfast, and he sits down looking at the box, and as he's kind of examining the box, like he's not getting anything. After about 10 minutes or so, he's like, "This is a beautiful looking box, and it was trapped, but this box is not anything special.
It's just a beautiful box. Gotcha.
Just a beautiful box."
Should I look at the amber?
What about the amber? Yeah, if that's the case.
All right, another 10 minutes.
Okay. So as Kohi's finishing up the fish now, Monty's sitting down holding these almost fist-sized pieces of amber in his hand, and after about 10 minutes, he takes one and puts it into Nicola's hand and runs off into the back corner of the cave.
Like in terror?
Let me tell the story.
All right, go for it.
With a smile on his
I just want to know
face.
what's happening to my body right now.
With a smile on his face, he runs off towards the back corner of the cave. And then he speaks into the amber stone that he has in his hand and says, "Nicola, can you hear this? I think that these are sending stones." And about 2 seconds later or so, Nicola and kind of everybody on your side, you guys hear Monty's voice come not from the echoes in the cavern, but from the stone that's being held in Nicola's hand.
Huh.
That's okay. That's cool. But what's with the magic?
Yeah, the beamy bits. Because the beamy bits, were the beamy bits coming from the bag, or were the beamy bits coming from his sword?
The beamy bits were coming from the bag that you saw. You guys had found a pair of sending stones.
Ooh.
That nobody ever thought to
we never thought to sit down and figure
cast
out.
detect magic on or identify. So
nice.
I just start talking into the stone and start to annoy him.
Oh, quiet.
Hello. Is this thing on?
I hit the mute button. I put on hold, and he just gets like 80s, like 90s music, kind of elevator music. Yeah.
NEG.
Wait,
NEG.
It's dead now, though, right? Once
day.
sending is cast through the stones, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
That's why it's getting. But that's why he's getting. Yeah, but that's
Just
why he's
static.
getting the. No, that's why he's getting the music.
Oh yeah,
So it's on hold.
music.
I could be playing a little Kenny G through it.
Yeah, no, and then the next dawn, that's what Nikolaj's his conversation goes through.
Yeah.
no, Nicola can respond back, so you can cast sending, so you can respond back.
That would have been so much funnier though.
This is the 25
One
word
way
one,
only.
though, right?
One way only.
So that's awesome. Okay, cool. But
Yeah.
that doesn't answer the Eldritch Blast thing.
It can send a spell through it.
I don't know.
He would have been
Okay.
before.
The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner, meaning 25 words.
All right, so
Okay.
then I messed up and said that you guys could all hear it. It was only Nicola who heard it in his head.
All right, that's fine.
They're brain cell phones.
Thank God.
So, wait. Do I hear it in my head, or do I recognize that it's actually coming from the stone?
You're still hearing Kenny G. Like it's
You
still
heard
going
it.
right now.
You heard it coming from like inside your head, essentially.
I start freaking out.
Freaking out, man.
Drop
Man,
stuff.
get out of my head, man.
Damn, man.
Ah.
We all look at you like, okay.
I start running around and
Monty comes running back out and sees Nicola kind of freaking out a little bit.
I don't think he's that magically inclined. You may have to. I gotta reset my accent here. I don't think he is that magically inclined. You may have to explain what the heck just happened.
So Monty, you would know that kind of how the sending stones work that nobody else would have been able to hear, and so unless Nicola has told everybody what's going on, you see Nicola running around the fire in the cavern, kind of freaking out. You just gonna let him do
Just
that,
kinda
or
sit down I just kind of sit down and chuckle. I start strumming like an upbeat ditty, kind of to the pace of him, kind of going around. So just on my lute,
So
kind of
Monty,
plucking
what?
like a. So I don't know. I'm not a musical person in real life.
He
I just
plays
play one.
yakety sax.
Pretty much.
So Monty, what did you just do to this poor man? You seem to have clearly found a stone that drives him insane.
I didn't do anything.
So what were you trying to demonstrate for us?
Ask him.
I go up to him.
I'm just playing my music.
Man, why are you in my head?
Me?
Do you know what these are, Josh? So you can tell
I
him
do.
so we can stop paying.
Okay. These are sending stones. I hold them up. They're sending stones, so they cast. Was it like once a day, or is that really the thing? Once a day?
yes, once per day.
Okay. Once per day, you can use these to communicate between two people. Only the sender and the receiver who are holding them can blah blah. And then like, how far do I know? Like, is there
I think it's on the same plane of existence, basically,
Alright.
isn't it?
Yep.
anywhere within this plane? So I kind of let everybody know. So they're just sending stones, and I was just having a little fun with them. So they're harmless.
Oh.
They'll reset the next day. So it's kind of like a one-time, like, magical communication. So
You chill now, Nicola.
Yeah, yeah. Those
Separated.
would
This poor
Settle
man
down,
thought
you'll
he
be
was losing
okay.
his mind.
those would have come in
Excuse
a lot of handy when I went after that dragon with Joe. I miss Joe.
Anyway,
All right, so
actually this would have actually been really useful. No, it wouldn't have, because it's a short conversation. It's so wonderful. Never mind.
So do we have a plan? Otherwise, I think we should probably. Do we have a plan, or else I think we should probably take this stuff back to the town, because we did 3 different things for the townsfolk. Also,
Jeez.
I was thinking about this. Did we ever ask the townsfolk if they knew where the Cragmaw Castle was? I don't think we even asked. It just completely slipped my mind.
No, that was a loose end.
Yeah,
We
well,
talked to the mayor, and he said he had no idea what we were talking about.
that's right, but someone has to know, right?
Sister, what's her face didn't know.
Well, we asked like 3 people. That's not a lot of people.
Yeah, well, we asked the people that matter.
I don't know if we did. We didn't really ask around town. Anyway,
go
we
get a
should.
drink and talk. You can always find something out in a pub, right?
That sounds like a good idea. Well, or at least someone who knows. Yeah, we asked like no one. It's just thinking about that.
All right. I agree with going back to town.
Yeah, we have to turn in our stuff and get money for it. That's the most important part.
And, fix the manor.
And oh yes, I guess we don't. I think we don't de facto own it yet. We should look into that.
But,
Anywho,
yeah,
back to towns then maybe.
I agree.
All right, back to town.
Okay.
Somebody else
Sounds
wants to
like-
do something else.
I cannot literally think of anywhere else to go.
What did you want me to do in
What do
here?
we have in the notes? Oh yeah, do survival tracking and see if you can see any orc footy prints running around.
Like a trail going somewhere else.
About him. Yeah. Just
Oh, that's right. That's what we were doing.
The 40 footprints.
put my
Give it a check.
sniffer down.
Okay. With a 17 on a survival check, you're looking around and you see lots of orc footprints on the sand leading into the cave. You see footprints from the ogre. Well, it looks like maybe some. It's a little bit faint, like it's been a while, but maybe some hobgoblins. nothing. Trails go off in kind of all directions. Nothing that looks like a definitive way. Nothing that like trips your trigger as to like this is the way that we definitely need to go.
There's just lots of traffic going through here. I think I see some goblin tracks.
I think it is my idea is that maybe we take something from the big orc and maybe something from the ogre, and then we could probably just prove it and head back to town.
Is there
I'd
any
say,
like, emblem or something on where the orc's wearing any clothing?
well,
Well,
we're gonna take the axe,
Yeah, that would be good.
I
and
was wondering if they
then
had like a pack emblem or something and just tear that off their clothes too.
That'd be good
would not
too.
be a better idea either. Yes.
Okay.
the only other thing I could think of is maybe the ear, maybe.
That seems gross but accurate. Maybe does the organ have teeth or something? We could. I don't know. This seems very weird. Maybe we could just skin them and bring the whole body back. Oh, I'm sorry, that's another person.
That's a Blair.
Yeah, that's a Blair.
I'm trying not to be disgusting about it, but I kind of wish we had an evil person in our group just to say
To just get the head.
I mean, Bugbiter or Brugor Axebiter. I mean, he is headless.
Yeah, but
already, yeah.
But we've got his axe for that.
Yeah.
He is coincidentally headless.
Yeah, but how do we show that we killed the ogre? Is the other thing.
I don't know if we need to. It just seems like a good idea. Hey, not only did we kill this orc, also.
Ears? I don't know. I feel like that's the historical.
At this point, I pick up the axe with the bite out of it, and I shrug and I swing it and I cut off the big orc's head.
Ooh,
That works too.
There's just like a pause for a moment because I mean we've all been kind of covered. In
We're all
gore,
sitting there like, how do we
go,
do it? What should we do? Can we like do like charcoal sketches in them?
Yeah,
so
right.
we can like take an image and she just goes, and we're like,
draw
all right,
him like one of my French people.
Okay, problem solved.
Is that
respect? Much respect.
I'll spear
that
the
problem.
orc head on my halberd and like hang it over my shoulder, and then I just like carry the giant axe in my other hand.
Nice.
Nice.
Did I ever mention how much I actually like her?
Rhiannon, you got some good role playing going on. I'm liking it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
She just kind of looks and goes, huh.
All right. So
that works.
Let's head out.
All right. So
Yep,
Alice
off we go.
leads the way off back to the cart with the head of an ogre on her halberd and his axe in her other hand. And you guys make it back to the cart. Droop is, where the fuck did you guys go last night?
You show him the head.
He goes, ah!
As we're approaching the cart, the only thing that he sees is the head bouncing up and down. An ogre! Then it just kind of flops into the cart.
So, all right. So you guys make your way back to the cart. Droop has been keeping watch of the cart for you guys. By keeping watch, I mean he's cowering in the cart.
Hey, it's better than leaving it unguarded. We'll put it that way.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
it's still
true.
here, so clearly he's been effective.
All right. Let's move.
We really need to get a wagon. Just saying.
Oh, like a covered wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work. Or like a coach would be cool.
I don't know if a coach. I mean, Princess over here would love it.
That might be that may be the new most expensive thing I would own, or partially own.
It'd be the only thing I own besides this stuff that I'm wearing.
You would have a timeshare in the coach. Get it on alternate weekends. This end in 4.
All right. So you guys are making your way back home. He's gonna take the foothills back towards the old owl well and kind of head your way towards the Tribord Trail.
Yep.
I think we can. Yeah, I mean, because we can cut we can cut west before the old Owl Well, right? We just got to get out of the mountains.
Yeah, I mean, like, so there's kind of like a small valley that kind of goes through
Like
here.
yeah, like here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
So-
could probably take that back to the Tribor Trail and then back towards Fandolin.
Sounds good.
Cool. Who is riding on the front, taking watch?
I think I've when my seat hasn't been taken, I think I've usually been riding shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you're riding that with Nikola, or?
I think he's usually been driving.
Yeah.
As long, we've been forcing him.
He's a good driver.
All right.
No one's complained thus far.
I'm
Cool.
sitting in the back.
Sounds good. With your halberd sticking up over the back, carrying the orc head.
Do-do. Just bouncing around.
All right. Well, you guys are gonna make it. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. You guys make it to about here. You guys will make it to about here by the end of the day. But as you guys are traveling down through the foothills from the Sword Mountains, with the mountains to your back, towards the old Owl Well, you guys recognize the pathway that you guys took to get towards Wyvern Tor, and you can see now, kind of in the daylight, in the morning light, the tracks of what it looks like the orcs have been taking the goods from people along the trail and whatnot to here. As you guys kind of make the turn to start heading west out towards the Tribor Trail now, can I get you guys to make a perception check? Either one person with advantage or both of you guys.
You just tell them. Just tell them what to do.
All right, both of you guys make a perception check.
Because otherwise everyone just throws dice.
16.
Oh, fuck, that's not what I wanted to do. Please hold. To be fair, I hit roll and it gave me a 6. It just rolled in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Oh, you got to turn off the dice in there.
Yeah, I had to do that too. So is it under that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll roll with the 6 for now. So as you guys are kind of making your way down through the valley, kind of the foothills, you guys notice that there seems to be a little bit more activity along the trail from when you guys went through here before. You don't notice anything along the way. You don't see any other travelers, orcs, orc raiding parties, or anything along the way. As the sun begins to set, but you guys do notice that there is more foot travel. There's more tracks on the road than when you guys were here previously. So.
And so it's just traffic is picking up again?
Yeah, traffic is picking up here again. Yeah, you aren't sure. I mean, just like as you guys are driving, you didn't get a good notice as to what was making the tracks, but there's definitely a lot more tracks here than when you were on your way out.
That's good, I hope. We'll find out today. Man, I gotta fix that accent. Falling back into Tony.
All right, so
well, Tony was a good guy, so.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, continue.
You guys make it to about where Nikola is there for the evening. So, with the setting sun out. All right, what are you investigating, Nikola?
His own belly button.
That was me testing to make sure I got it working. Sorry.
He's investigating his own dice rolling skills.
D&D Beyond's ability to turn off digital dice.
Continuing with the idea that he's a vaping warlock, just staring at his hand.
I want to check around to see if there's any like, because we're gonna set up camp. If there's any increased traffic in like places that are just not the well-traveled trail, kind of thing.
Make me a survival check on that. It's you don't like most of the tracks that you're noticing are kind of going along this footpath into the foothills. There's nothing that's really nothing's really sticking out to you as with the setting sun today. So
Looks like they're staying mostly to the trail.
Can we maybe try and find some dinner like we did breakfast that one time?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, so kind of as you guys were making your way through, you guys did notice. Make me a perception check. 3 people who want to go hunting, make me a perception check.
I'll go like I did last time.
Yep, me, you, and somebody else.
I'll go.
Okay, so 3 of you guys make me a perception check.
Perception or animal handling?
This is perception to see if you guys can find any animals.
Hey.
Boom.
Okay.
Awesome.
Kohi could probably make survival because it also would be tracking. If we're
Just let me have my 20, damn it.
okay. Never mind.
So you re-roll it with your wisdom. That'll be
All
higher.
right.
All right, so you guys kind of look out and you kind of have an upper part of a foothill. You guys found try and keep yourselves safe a little bit, overlooking the trail, and kind of down towards walking along the trail. You guys notice the ultimate prey, a human being. No, I'm just kidding. Not.
Meat's back on the menu, boy.
What?
I always love that line because that means they know what menus are and they've used them before.
Yeah. No, so you guys don't see any humans. You guys look down at the trail, and you see a small herd of goats kind of taking the easy route through the foothills, kind of going back the route that you guys were going towards the old owl well. So just trotting down the road, making their way. Yeah, they're probably at this point from where you guys are 150 yards out.
Okay.
We poke at you. You gotta kind of do the same thing we did last time.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
Stealthy.
I will try and get all sneaky like.
Okay.
Did we give you something sneaky? Did we give you the
poofy thing? I can only go. It's Misty Step, which is I can teleport 30 feet. So if I can get to a certain distance, I can do better.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna take a nap, right? Technically, I could teleport a couple times, so I wouldn't make any noise. I don't know how that would work.
You're still gonna land someplace.
Right. So would I still make the stealth check, or would I get advantage because I'd get to pick where I was going?
I would give you advantage on a stealth check from where you're gonna land.
Okay. All right. So I'll try and close the gap a little bit, and I think I'll probably close the last bit of distance with the teleports.
Okay.
I want to end up within 30 feet, so I'll close to about 90, and then I'll probably try and make 2 jumps.
Okay. I think I was doing as you guys were getting closer, every 50 feet or so. I think I was making you guys do a stealth check. So
I'm gonna cast Bless on you and give you a D4 on all of your.
Oh, thank you.
On the first one, at least.
Is it?
You have to be within 30 feet of me.
No, but I think it's.
No, it's all of them, as long as I can maintain concentration.
Right. So you cast it when I'm within 30 feet, but it stays on me until your concentration breaks, right?
Yes. So you get
Okay.
D4s for all of
For the whole trip. Okay. Yeah, I like it. That'll work.
So.
Okay.
And so I'll say you can go 60 feet. Or you can go 60 feet around if you use both of your your action and your movement. So
we'll do the first one. Not great. But
D4?
I'm pretty far
Yeah,
out, so
D4.
technically they might still have
D4?
disadvantage. Oh,
Take
and
the
D4,
D4.
yeah. That's right. Thank you. So 14.
you, as you're kind of sneaking your way down the hill, these 60 feet.
Can I have the bow out? Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the bow out.
Yeah. Okay. So if one of
Just for
them,
clarification, I guess. Tell me what you're planning on trying to do. If you're trying to teleport there with your
I have
bow
to.
out.
So I can, while I'm so it's an action to do because I have to bring the hood up. If I needed to, I mean, I can have an arrow knocked and then just kind of pinch, right? Because I don't need to hold the bow the whole time. I can hold the bow with one hand.
Okay.
You know, I want to be able to, if I have to make a snapshot, do that. Because my range is crazy with the longbow. So I mean, I'm already not at disadvantage, being within 150 feet. So if they make a break for it, I want to snap off a shot.
Okay.
But my end goal is to be within 30 feet. So I'm gonna make it to 90, and then I'm gonna make the last 60 feet with 2 jumps.
Okay. Sounds good. So as you make your way down the hill towards the small herd of goats, you step on a branch, or you're about to step on a branch, and you remember Kohi's pat on the shoulder, and right as you're about to do so, you choose a different spot for your foot to land, narrowly missing the branch. With a sigh of relief, you make it 60 feet without the goats noticing you.
Okay.
You were real lucky that you had that
bless on
bless.
there, yeah. All right, so then I'm gonna make 2 jumps then. So 1 jump in one turn, 1 jump in another.
Okay.
And so that's gonna be stealth check with advantage, right? Because I can pick where I land.
Yes.
Okay. So first check with advantage. +4 or a D4. Hang on.
Okay.
So 19.
Okay.
And
so as you bring the hood up over your head, you have the spot in mind, and all of a sudden you are enveloped in this cloud of mist, and all of a sudden you land right where you're looking, kind of in a 3-point stance, ready to make your next move.
all right, and then 1 more.
Just the DC is going up each time as you get closer. So
Understandable.
Yep.
And then plus it. So at 27, is that okay?
27, you can get right up to that goat and give it a prostate exam, and it would not notice.
So that'll put me within 30 feet.
Yep. So the hood comes up again, and you, having kind of have the experience of the first time, you now know about what's going to happen, and so you can visualize the spot a little bit better, and you land without making a noise. There's a small breeze that goes through, and that's about it.
Okay. So I shouldn't need to do my exam-y thingy because they don't know I'm here. I should get advantage on the attack regardless, correct?
Okay.
And because I'm within 30 feet, I get my sneak attack damage. So
okay.
We're gonna make a shot with the longbow. That would have advantage because they don't know I'm there, correct?
Yep, they do not know you're there.
Okay, so. Whew. 12 damage and 21 to hit.
That arrow comes flying out of your bow and hits the goat, and before it even knows that it is hit, it drops to the ground. As you've gotten closer now, you can see that it is not a... you can see that there's 4 other goats in the herd with it. And they see their friend drop to the ground, and they take off like a rocket.
Is there going to be, okay, so my range is, for close range is 150 feet. Is there a chance I could snap off one more shot?
What's their speed? They're
Their
probably double.
speed is 80 feet per round.
If they're sprinting?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm within 30 feet, so I should, depending on how flat the terrain is, I should get maybe one more shot.
So they are. You'll have one shot. I mean, you'll have one shot this. So they take off. They're 80 feet, so they're 110 feet from you now.
Okay, so there's
This would
still...
be at a straight roll now, probably.
Yeah, so it'd be straight
Yep.
roll, and I don't get sneak attack because I can't examine them from this far out.
And you get
so.
a D4 to your roll. So.
Oh, to hit, that's right.
Yep.
So it's going to be a 20 to hit for 9 damage.
As they start crossing over a small hill in the road, at the top of the hill, you pull your bow pulled back. You release, and it's just the right angle to kind of get up. It arches over and nails a second goat right kind of underneath the shoulder blade. From where you can see it, from where you are, you can see this goat just drops to the ground.
I did the good. All right, so I'll kind of pop out of the underbrush and wave to him, and then we can collect some goat and head back and cook goat for dinner.
Yeah.
And maybe breakfast. It's
So
a lot of goat.
You guys go out and you pick up the 2 goat that you shot. The first one that you got, in your eagerness to take down one of the goats, is a little bit smaller than what you would normally take. The second one, the horns on it are massive. It goes around almost a full time and a half. They are. This was an older goat. You think that the meat's going to be a little bit gamey, but that skull is a gorgeous looking skull.
Sweet.
You shouldn't have done that. He was just a boy.
I was thinking about the meal afterwards. I got real excited. So let's get these back to camp.
Yep.
And we'll get them all cooked up.
Okay.
Yep.
Do it.
That. Purify it. It's all good.
Nice.
So we don't get sick.
I think you can do that back at camp.
Yep.
Okay. So Kohi sits down and kind of lays his hands over the goats and the water, and kind of with a whoosh whoosh, you kind of see this magical energy kind of release out from him, and that goat looks super delicious, or at least not poisoned. And yeah. Who is cooking the goat tonight?
I think last time we killed something, I tried to cook it, but honestly, I'm not that great at it, so I will defer to whoever is feeling like a chef today.
It's Reptosha right now. We're fine.
What
So
kind
I'll
of
do it.
check would it be?
Let's have Nicola do it.
Performance check.
I got
Yeah, I'm
plus
pretty
2
good
to
at
that.
those.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
plus
do that.
3.
Closer,
If you're
Nicola.
proficient with cooking tools, you can use that if you brought them with.
With cooking
But-
tools.
So
Yep,
I'm
cooking.
not sure if anybody
I'm
does, but I'm just saying that out loud. Like,
I'm like
there's a
you know,
chance.
half good at everything, not
That
good
is
at
also
everything, not fully good at anything. No,
I can
Nicola,
guide
give it a.
I can give anybody a try. I can guide them through it and help them prepare it correctly.
Yes, the official backseat driver over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Step-
teach me your ways.
All right. So you get D4s for everything.
All right.
So I
No,
turn
that-
off blessed for you.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Quixotic and
Well,
on guidance for him.
It wouldn't have made it all the way back to camp anyway, because it'll last like a minute, right?
Yeah.
So
All right. Nicola, roll me that sweet performance check. And
D4.
add a D4 to it.
All right.
Okay.
Not bad. 17.
You guys have been eating trail rations for the past number of nights since your last hunt. Almost 5 nights ago now. And this goat that Nicola has prepared for you guys tonight, definitely, somehow he had gone out and picked a couple of the berries from nearby, a couple of herbs kind of growing in the brush, and somehow has managed to make a very tasty feast for you guys. You guys dig in, and you guys are kind of using your hands to eat the goat from kind of right off the bones and whatnot. And this is definitely one of the better meals you guys have had in the last week or so.
neat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do we
This
get
is,
any stat boost for it?
You get a
Oh, wait,
full
is that
belly.
Is that the wrong game?
level
and
4 yet?
and we're gonna be level 4 for killing 2 goats, right?
Yes.
Just grinding goats until we get to level 4.
Exactly.
I only need 10 XP, but I get like 0.001 for each of these.
What is?
All right.
We're killing and cooking, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah,
It's fun.
this has been nice.
Okay. So at this point, the sun has set. You guys have a small fire going. You sit around eating the goat.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the fire is dying down, you guys throw out some bed mats, and you guys begin to talk about who's going to take first watch.
I can take a watch
I'm
this
useless
time
at
if
these.
needed.
I put my claw on my nose.
I'll do second and third like I did last time.
I can do a watch too. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, whoever. Like I
Since
said,
the,
I
the
don't
stoic
mind.
grandpa is absent for now.
Tehran is recovering from the day's journey. He's feeling a little bit sore after
Passed out in the back of the wagon.
after all that you guys have accomplished over the past week.
Sure.
All right. So who's taking first watch? Was that Nicola? I heard.
I can, yeah.
All right. Roll me that sweet perception check.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. The sunset, the moon rising. You don't. The night kind of passes. There's not a lot of. You don't hear a lot of animals on the trail. You don't hear any distant caravans of orcs going through. Overall, it's a pretty uneventful watch for you.
Hey, I'll take uneventful.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So the fire has died down, and it's just some embers, and kind of as your watch comes to an end, you find yourself kind of staring off into the embers, and thinking about how this is not the life that you're living is not necessarily one that you thought it would be. Kind of thinking back upon your past and where you saw yourself going with your previous people that you were with. You aren't sure what they're doing nowadays, and you wonder how things would have been different if you had stayed with them. So yeah, that ends as you kind of, as your thoughts come to a close. You you go and you wake up Quixotic and shake his shoulder a little bit. He comes out of his trance and you say, "All right, Quixotic, it's your turn."
All right.
Wakey,
I will.
wakey.
Ugh.
Wakey, wakey, hands up, Snakey.
What just happened? I don't like snakes. So. Saying.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah. Quixotic, why don't you make me a perception check?
Yeah. All right. Perception. Woo!
Woohoo. All right. As you look out onto the trail below, you begin to close your eyes and kind of get back into a trance. That's the past week of travel from going to the old owl well and meeting up with Hamoon, and then making our way to Agatha's lair, and then back to Hamoon and over to take care of the orcs at Wyvern Tor. You are more tired than you realize, and your your watch is not nearly what you thought it was going to be. And all of a sudden you wake up, you open your eyes again after a long blink and see the sun starting to rise around you.
Okay.
Luckily, nothing nothing happened throughout the evening. But yeah, you realize that you were more tired than you thought and
Okay. Now,
did not
I
make
will
it.
point out we don't actually sleep at all, and I'm immune to sleep effects, but I will suggest that maybe I got a little lost in thought after my conversation from yesterday and wasn't paying attention. Might make a little more sense.
I'll say that. I didn't say you weren't sleeping, but you weren't. You were definitely not watching what was going on.
Yeah.
You were meditating the entire time.
Okay.
So you can still be tired. You don't have to
Yeah.
necessarily
much
sleep to be
inner peace.
tired.
I'm just saying sleep is
Yeah.
not a thing that I do, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense to have a long blink, but maybe lost in long thought would be a little closer to what would happen.
Okay.
So,
Caught
but yeah, that makes
daydreaming.
sense then. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys wake up and the smell of kind of your small cook fire from the night before, small embers still glowing from the fire, and the
Okay.
day is yours.
Any chance there's any more of that goat left?
We
There
can make
is.
Goat breakfast burritos. I'm all for it. Fry it up.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan. Now we gotta find a burrito.
Did
I don't
anybody
know if I can
hear?
hunt
So
one of those.
Fuck's a burrito.
talking about food, and we're kind of doing something like. So I've been playing a lot of Zelda Breath of the Wild lately, and I came across this news article where this dude did like a historical, like nonfiction type of story, and put like a recipe for dye, like red dye, that apparently came straight out of Breath of the Wild. Like straight out. It was like
I didn't see
yeah,
that.
yeah, hilarious. It's like I'm gonna pull up the recipe because it's so funny that anybody would think that this is like historically accurate. Like yeah, I'll pull it up. But yeah, continue.
All right, so you guys fry up some of the goat this morning. You guys find using some of the spices that Nicola had used last night. He shows you guys what he used and what's safe, or what he thought was safe at least. And joke's on you guys. You guys are all shit in the bed this morning.
That's right.
And you guys fry up some more goat this morning, and it's tender and juicy. And you guys don't find any tortilla shells, but you guys do take the goat bones, and Alice says, "Here, watch this," and she takes her halberd and cuts the bones in half lengthwise, kind of giving you a little bit of a taco shell, or a kind of a way to kind of cook the meat in a trough type thing.
Says, "Hey, hold my beer."
I got this.
Kohi, you're kind of like a burrito.
Mm.
You have meat inside a shell.
I don't like that. I don't
You're
like,
kind of.
I don't
you're
like
kind
that
of
description.
Turtle
Eyes,
tastes like chicken.
eyes kind of glow red.
Check it out. So like the ingredients. Okay, so a sapphire, a kisi wing, leaves from the silent princess plant, Octorok eyeballs, hightail lizard, and Hylian shrooms.
Alright.
That sounds like a good recipe for
Red
dye.
dye.
Yeah, I like that. Anyways, side note, squirrel. Back to the regular scheduled programming. Anyways, goat burritos. That's where we're at.
Yeah, Alice shows you guys how to make some goat bone burritos type things.
Just like Mama used to make.
We gotta go. We do.
I'm glad I could be inspiration for you.
I don't feel comfortable eating something that reminds me of a teammate.
Yeah.
So, you guys finish up breakfast and kind of kick out your little cook fire and load up into the cart and start heading back towards the Tribord Trail.
Back on the trail.
Okay.
Let's see, we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so you guys, throughout the day, you guys will make it to about there. So, I'm going to need you guys to, who is sitting shotgun today?
I will do it. I like doing that, so if that's okay.
You're
Yeah.
good at it. Keep doing it.
Okay. So it's Nikola and Kwazotic. Make me a perception check as we're going down the road.
Yeah, buddy.
2 better. Used all those rolls early.
All right.
Oh,
This is regression.
right. This is the start of my 6 rolls under 7.
I did not bless your perception, so
That's why.
I was only very interested in the food that you were going to catch.
So as you guys are making your way out of the foothills, you guys see the Tribord Trail down below, and you guys are pretty excited to get back to the trail. It's been, while it's been a decent path going through the foothills, you're ready to get back to a relatively decent, at least a named trail at this point. And in doing so, you guys are not necessarily, you're paying attention on the one thing ahead of you to get to the trail to kind of ease your behinds a little bit, and not necessarily paying attention to what's going on around you guys. You guys are making a pretty good pace, and get towards kind of, you figure you're about a day out now from Phandalin, as the sun starts to make its way down over the horizon.
Oh, that's
So,
not. That's not awful.
Nope. You guys find a nice little spot kind of right off the trail to make camp. Find some nice trees for Kwazotic to
Camp in.
camp in, and overall, things are feeling much better than where than the past few nights. So,
Okay.
yeah. You guys continuing to eat the. Oh man, escape! Don't do that. Oh no!
Oh, burritos.
Right.
Maybe we'll catch some.
Yeah,
Maybe
we've
some
got well.
fish or something.
Yeah,
Well,
if
no,
you
it's
get
getting a little on.
gamey. Yeah. I was gonna say I've got some rations, but if you guys want to do some hunting, I mean, I could give someone else a chance for once.
You guys still have a fair amount of goat left. You just figure there's enough goat for the next day or two yet from the 2 goats that you guys killed.
There we go. Okay. Goat party. If you do purify food or drink, we probably don't have to worry about getting sick afterwards. Hopefully.
Does that like handle
Okay.
like
I already did
rot
it before. I
as
already
well?
did that. Yeah.
Right, but that doesn't make the food permanently not grow mold, right?
It shoves it full of preservatives. There's like
It's just salt, guys.
Just-
It's
yeah.
just salt.
Packing it with salt.
oh, you took the magic out of it now. No, it's just salt.
Any non-magical food or drink within a 5-foot radius, which was the 2 goats, centered on a point of your choice within range, is purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
Are
So,
sprinkled with salt and a Bizor stone.
so I purified them before we cooked them. So yeah, they won't
Okay,
get
so
any
it's
disease.
just fine. Okay.
You guys,
Cool.
you guys cured the meat pretty well last night over the fire. You think that it's held up over the day's travel?
Okay. What I can do is this.
You know, warm it up.
I
You
can
gotta
make it-
microwave it.
I think can I make
cold.
it taste better? I
Let's
think-
see here.
Pretty sure there's a way. I thought one of the things is I can make it taste better. Yeah, clean, chill, warm, or flavor up to a cubic foot of non-living material.
Nom
So-
nom 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 nom.
I can make it taste better.
Okay.
It's got
So-
Lowry seasoning salt instead.
Yeah, basically.
A whole bunch of little salt bays in the group here.
He does the thing where he like sprinkles it off his elbow. Except there's nothing in his hand. It just kind of falls out of thin air.
So Wazate busts out a little bit of Lowry salt and sprinkles it on top and throws his hand at it and warms it up. And you guys eating a tasty goat dinner tonight again.
Thanks,
Mhm.
Ignis.
What was that?
Thanks, Ignis.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, you guys make your way with a full belly. You guys prepare your bedrolls again. Actually, you guys do have Hamoon's tent. You guys did take that, right? And threw that into
Yep.
the trip,
We did.
into the cart.
Yep, just so
That
we
is
have a
true.
tent.
I don't think.
So-
Yeah, I don't think we've busted it out yet. But
I mean, we got time. Why not?
I mean, I don't know if we need to.
Yeah, but Princess can have a place to sleep then.
It does take longer to set up and take down each
Yeah?
night and every
Doing
morning.
okay without it.
Okay.
So,
Once it gets
Yeah.
cold, maybe.
Sleeping under the stars.
Yeah, considering we're in Icewind Dale, that's not going to be until tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
all right.
Do first watch.
Okay, so Alice is taking first watch.
Alright.
Making that perception check. Also, Rhiannon, you're doing a great job tonight.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I have a few points, but I'll save them for later.
There's always notes.
Yeah, write it
Always
down and
notes.
I'll file it.
Yeah, the cylindrical file system.
In the IDGF folder, right?
Alright, like that. Do like that. Alright, Alice. The stars rising. You have this sense of wonder about you. As you look up and look around, this world that you're in now with Tehran is so much larger than what you ever thought it could be, and the endless opportunities that you see before you rival anything that you ever thought that life could be growing up. As you sit there with your thoughts and kind of
like
watching
a budding Carl Sagan here or Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's like
watching the trail, you realize that this group has something that you've been looking for a while. You're not quite sure what it is, but you think you may have found it. As far as other people or things on the road, you don't notice anything going down the road. Nothing trying to sneak up on you as far as you can tell. It's a pretty low-key night. So you go, and as your watch comes to an end, you go and you shake Quixotic up a little. You shake his shoulder a little bit, and he opens his eyes from his meditation. And I'm assuming Quixotic takes his watch.
Yep.
All right.
Good night.
Good night. Have a good one. Oh, it's a party.
It is a party. It's always a party.
Mhm.
Okay. So as you take your the second watch, Quixotic, I'm assuming you're sitting or
Yeah,
hanging from your
I'll
tree.
find
or?
a spot in a tree and
Okay.
just camp out.
Yep.
Because I'm weird like that.
Yeah. And so you keep an eye out and thinking about the sturges from one of the previous nights and some of the orcs that have passed through here. You wonder if things have always been this treacherous on the road, or if things are just kind of picking up more so than usual. But as your second watch comes to an end, as the first watch for you, Quixotic, comes to an end, you don't notice anything coming towards you.
Had anyone else established that they wanted to be awake for any of the watches, or am I doing two by myself? Two is fine, but I'm just curious. Take that as a hard no.
I'll keep you company. I'll practice a little
if
bit.
you want, otherwise.
Drum some music.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I'll do perception first. There we go. All right, so I'll wake Monty up, and I'm apparently like a hawk on the trail.
Can't even find any points of critique to address you. I'm just like, yep, doing it.
Yeah.
All right, so you wake up Monty, and Monty busts out his instrument, and he's
Playing lullabies for people.
quietly playing some music to try and just pass the time. And I guess, Monty, are you watching as well?
I mean, it can be. I'm technically downstairs right now, so let me get upstairs. Well, I can click something here. Hold on.
Oh, no, that's all right. Quixotic rolled a 26, so
Yeah, I think he's good. We're good.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
And Quixotic, as the night passes, you hear something coming from the kind of the brush, not from the trail, but from the brush behind you guys, kind of coming out of the tree line. The tree line's 5 miles out, as shown on this map.
Okay.
But kind of coming out from that direction.
Okay.
You hear pretty large footsteps. Give me just a second to get some stuff set up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Monty, is there something coming?
Oh snap! Holy rusted metal, Batman!
As he whispers and gives that like loud whisper. Monty, is there something coming?
What?
Over by the trees.
Do you want me to go wake everybody else up?
Yeah.
You see what it is? All right, I'll go wake him up. Or everybody else up. You keep it nice. I'll go. I can't do that. I can't do the accent in Whisper.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
go.
I can't do the accent at all today, so don't feel bad.
I'll go. Whatever.
There we go. Yeah, I can only do Harrison Ford when he's yelling about something, so don't feel bad.
I'm kind of trying to do like this, like. So I watched Knives Out, and
Oh yeah.
like and so that's kind of where I got the accent from was
And Daniel
with
Craig accent.
Yeah, the whole.
I really need to watch
Wow,
that.
you see, it's like
It's on
Prime.
Amazon Prime right
it
now.
is on
I
there
think.
right now. Yeah.
Well, then I need Amazon Prime.
Well, then you need my login.
And I'll get that later.
Okay. Problem solved.
There we go.
Done.
I'll just give it out over the recording.
I say. That's all right.
All right.
You could pick those up for like $10 for like 50 of them online.
So yeah, Quixotic, you hear kind of almost crashing through the woods, the sound of something large running towards you guys. It sounds like it might be like the size of a bear or so.
Oh no.
And kind of in the rising moon, as kind of almost the rising sun, the falling moonlight, you see a humongous owlbear running towards your camp.
Owlbear.
That is not good.
Well,
Being chased
that's a big for a
by,
creature.
from what you can see at this point, at least 3 hobgoblins.
I was saying it's being chased by something. That's not good either.
So,
That little guy, that big furry guy, looks like he's about to get swarmed.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Am I still sleeping?
I say we wait
you-
and see.
You
Prepare
were
ourselves quickly, maybe.
I vote stealth and let everything pass us by and go back to sleep.
I'm gonna see how this plays out.
Montana. You were trying to wake everybody, right?
Yep. So we should have had a little bit of a heads up because your 26 whatever perception would have been.
Yeah, I saw him. I heard him ahead of time.
Yeah, you did hear something. So as you see this coming out of the forest, Monty, who have you woken up at this point?
Well, how long does it take me to wake folks up, and how much time before they get to us? Because I'm going around quietly waking everybody up. So I was here.
You were by Quixotic first.
So I started with you, Kohi. Wake up, Kohi. There's something coming.
That's my
It's
goat.
big. Keep quiet. Right, and then I go over here.
I figure,
Outpost.
yeah, you got to about 2 people before you got to this point right here. So kind of everybody else is laying down. It's dark outside. You guys didn't necessarily have a fire because Quixotic reheated everything from the previous night. So as Alice, Tehran, and Nicola are still laying down asleep, assuming that you told Duffpost and Kohi to keep quiet, right?
Yes, I did. Keep quiet.
Okay.
Quiet. Shh.
All right, so I guess I needed the 4 of you guys to make me a stealth check.
Okay.
This is gonna go well.
Oh, nice.
Good job, Vape.
Ooh. Hey, check it out.
Fake nation.
All right. The
Um,
dude with a +1 rolled up. Oh yeah.
so
Should woke up the other boys.
Kohi and Nicola were very much or no, not Nicola.
That's not. That's.
Duffpost.
Duffpost.
I was actually going with him instead, so I got it.
All right, dog post roll. Nicola, you're still asleep. Quit dreaming about stealth.
My bad. I thought I was rolling.
Dreaming about stealth.
Okay. I
Little
asked
feet are kicking.
Kohi and Duffos,
Kids
a little
selfie.
bit startled from Monty kind of jostling them awake, trying to comprehend what's going on, are a little bit louder than the rest of you guys. And you guys look over and you guys see Nikola kind of kicking his legs in his sleep, like trying to run away from something. And in doing so, you hear him kind of rustling the leaves that he's used as a pillow right now, and has this owlbear, while running from the people, things chasing him, looks in your direction and definitely sees you guys as a major threat to itself. Yeah. So this owlbear does not look like it's going to pass you guys by. It looks like it's going to start to come right towards you guys. So I need everybody to roll initiative.
Click your character.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Matt.
Good. Thank you. Because I would have forgotten this time. Oof.
Look at that.
Yes.
We had a crit and a crit.
Dirty 20.
Crit and a 1. Well, I'm gonna go take care of some business because I'm not going for a while.
All right.
Why does it not go away?
What?
Sorry, no, I'm good.
Is that a Colin in there?
Yeah.
Wild Colin appeared.
Oh.
All right, dickhead. You're not putting alligator clips in my water.
Make it taste
But
better,
that's where
Dad.
they go.
Trying to give her a fucking Cheez-It, and you're just trying to put shit in my water. Get her.
But fair. Like, and I don't know if you guys, but if they've got formula, you're doing the same thing to the formula, right? So.
In this house. All boobs.
Oh, that's kudos.
Pick one and eat it.
Boobs and Cheez-Its. Practice a champion.
Boobs and Cheez-Its.
Sounds like it.
Worked for Jordan. I mean.
All right. I asked to start up. It's either Quilzoptic or Kohi.
Is Kohi awake? Kohi's awake, yeah.
Kohi's awake.
Kohi had the non-dirty 20. So.
So glad you're home.
No. Oh yeah, he had the nat 20. I guess I'll go first. I will.
You're more Dexy than him, so.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna drop down from my tree.
Take care of it.
Yep.
And then move to where the hell am I? Oh, there I am. So, if I make an athletics check, can I just? I mean, land fine, I assume, or acrobatics would probably be better. Kind of.
It's how high up in the
definitely-
tree are you?
I mean,
normally
just into the leaves. So depending on where the lowest branch is, not far.
You're probably 10 to 15 feet up or so.
Okay, so maybe usually acrobatics can cancel about 10 feet of fall damage. So
Okay.
it's just landing deftly. So superhero landing.
Yeah, you land. You land just fine.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I will say, you probably because like you do use some movement to drop out of the tree, so you are
Okay.
only able to make it 25 feet.
Oh, I use movement to fall. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fall and land deftly, so you don't
yeah,
take
I
fall
understand.
damage.
All right. I'll stop here and I will tow. Okay, so who's not awake?
Nicola, Taran, and Alice are
Okay.
not awake yet.
Well, out of game. Is Taran still here or is he not here?
Here now.
He has rolled initiative.
Sitting
Okay.
right here while I
He's
watch
on
my
screen.
daughter Cheez-Its in my water.
It's good. You
All
eat
right.
it. You
I
like it.
will. I guess I'll use my tandem action to tow Tehran and say, "Hey," because I can do that because you can interact with an object as part of your movement.
Oh, I'm an object now, am I?
You are an object.
Of-
You fit,
Nice.
you fit all
Kick a-
definitions of an object.
You kick a rock at him or something.
You exist, and you fill a space. You fit all definitions of an object. You're not inanimate, but you are an object. And then, does the owlbear look dinged up, or is it a big old owlbear?
It is a big old owlbear.
And they're chasing it?
They are chasing it.
You just technically objectified him, degraded him to the status of a mere object.
I did exactly that.
Is there any chance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend here?
Which one is the enemy of your enemy, though?
We don't know. We don't know that
Well,
right
I
now.
don't know.
The problem with
Owlbears
owlbears
run-
are, yes, they're intelligent, but they're still honestly like beasts.
Thus far,
You yourself
we've had
the
not
hobgoblin
not had great luck with hobgoblins.
Yeah, kill the little bastards. Let's see if we can get the owlbear on our side.
They are big bastards too.
I know somebody who knows suggestion.
I was gonna say, hopefully somebody. I think you have to be sentient. You have to understand the language to do that. However, it is clearly
Goblin.
running from them. It's not like part of their group, correct?
No.
No.
I mean, it is not. It is not part. It does not look like it's part of their group.
Yeah, I'll try and pick off one of the hobgoblins, or at least start the process, because I'm sure they're a little beefier. So, do they know I'm there yet? Because I've gone first and I had that stealth check, or no?
Let's see. What was your stealth
I-
check? Was
19, I think.
19. Yeah, they do not know that you are.
Okay, I
There.
don't get sneak because they're outside of 30 feet. However, I would have advantage then. Does that sound right to you?
You might be able to get sneak attack. Hold on.
It has to be within 30 feet. That's and I'm not going for the owlbear. The owlbear I would have sneak on. The hobgoblins no though, and I'm gonna try for a hobgoblin first.
Sure. I guess. Why are you thinking that you have?
If they don't know you're there and you go. Well, I think it's just that they don't know you're there, so
Okay.
they can't dodge. is,
Sneak
I think,
attack doesn't. Sneak attack can apply. For
It's
more
not
than that.
specifies 30 feet, doesn't it?
No, it does
I
not.
thought.
No,
Hang on.
no. I'm looking right at it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, I thought there was a specified, and you have
I'm not
advantage
going
on
to
the roll.
speak up about sneak attack.
Good.
Get out here.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, then yeah, as long as I have advantage, I guess I would have sneak. So, if you're gonna allow me
Sure.
advantage, then
Yeah, I'll allow you advantage.
all right. So I'll use my longbow. I'm gonna attack. Oh, hang on, that's not ping. This is ping. That guy. Do you want to color code them?
Yeah, I'm
please?
gonna do that real quick.
Okay. So I'm gonna go at red.
Okay.
So he can. I'm assuming a 23 will hit. So you can take 14 piercing.
So as you look at this dark orange hobgoblin chasing this large, you take aim and send your arrow towards him, and as your arrow does its thing, it hits him kind of right in the chest, and you can see that this goblin, having not noticed you, concentrating on the owlbear, just falls to the ground, dead.
Right.
Sunk.
Alright.
There
So.
we go.
Yep, that goblin is dead.
Very cool.
Dead.
All right.
Dead
So I moved. I poked somebody. Yeah. I have performed many functions. So my turn. I would say my turn is quite over.
Sounds good. Kohi.
All right, I'm awake.
You're
Got
right.
my shell back on and all that good stuff. 5, 10, 15, 20, And this would be 30. So use up my measuring stick. Can I see through this, or is it just that big that I can't see these two guys?
You can see the hobgoblins coming out at you.
All right.
What is your lighting?
What is my lighting? I do not have dark vision.
Oh, if you don't have dark vision, you can't really see anything.
I can't see at 30 at disadvantage. No.
I mean, do you have your lantern out?
I don't have a lantern, so no. I'm just
No,
fucking
you
hell.
are blind as a bat.
All right, I'll ready guiding bolt once I see something.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess since I was awake and up, and I also don't have dark vision, so I would have had my lantern with me. Would he have? What would, in general reality, like what would the lantern have been doing? Sheathed?
It's like
Till my
60.
turn?
It's like, was it 30 feet dim, or no, something like that.
Is it a bullseye lantern, or is it just like a normal lantern?
It is a bullseye lantern.
Okay, so that's directional then, I think.
So it probably would have been, since we were trying to be sneaky, it probably would have been hooded then until my turn. So
Okay, so then
Just wanted to
it's
talk.
dim 5 foot until it's unsheathed.
Open.
Yeah.
Or, yeah,
Can a
open,
bullseye
thank you.
lantern be dim?
Cool.
Or is that just a hooded
Turn.
Yeah, it's well. I thought, what's the difference between a bullseye? Oh no, is a bullseye
Bullseye
also a
is
hooded
a
lantern?
directed 60-foot cone of light, and I think hooded is the one that can be snuffed without put out.
Okay.
I think you'd be able to close off a bullseye lantern.
I think it's just like a flat plate that you slide over the front. I thought. I don't know. I might be incorrect.
That's what I'm thinking as well. That's what we're going with, at least for right now. So.
Okay.
All right, Tehran. Having been nudged, roll me a perception check. Or what is your default proficient or your default perception?
What is my passive?
Yeah, your
Probably
passive
like
perception.
10 or 11.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Not necessarily as an action, but.
Wow, thanks, honey.
I did it.
Did a thing.
Tehran, in keeping with his soundful sleepness,
Passed right up.
Notices, does feel something nudging him, but he's not quite sure what it is. He opens his eyes about halfway through his turn, through his 6 seconds. Doesn't have a chance to move anywhere, but if you want to take an action, you can take an action from where you are.
Could I use halfway move it to sit up? Or just action, like literally just action?
Yeah, I mean, like you sit up.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
Sure. I will ready. I will hold my action. I will tandem action, wake up or nudge Alice, and then hold my action, which will be an attack if anything approaches melee range.
Okay.
And I guess am I doing that from? So I could stand up or not stand up.
I'll let you stand up.
Cool. Then I'll be standing up. So cool.
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right. It is now the hobgoblin's turn. You know what? I'm gonna have the owlbear go first. Before the hobgoblin. The owlbear is going to continue on its path forward at a speed of 40. Let's be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And as it gets there, it sees it saw it, but like it's blocking its way. This large humanoid turtle-looking creature, and basically reaches out with its beak to try and get around its shell, and tries to
I get
claw
guide-
at it.
Do I get guiding bolt now?
Yeah,
You would get
he's-
guiding bolt now because this is in your face. Yeah.
Ah, shit. On
Uh,
top of me too. Do I roll a disadvantage?
you would roll a
No.
disadvantage.
Granted, it's the size of a barn, so hopefully you won't have a problem.
This owlbear, while you were warned that it was coming, it caught you on surprise just a little bit too quickly. And as it's on top of you, you try and shoot your guiding bolt at it, but it knocks your arm and goes wide. Yeah, it misses. But the owlbear is going to try and bite through your shell with its beak. And it's like gnawing on your shell. It can't get through. Wow, that rolled super shitty. A 2 and a 1. And then it's going
+7.
pissed off. It's going to try and claw at you. That it can't get through the shell. And
Nope.
and it is super pissed that you are standing in its way, blocking its path. But yeah, that ends its turn. And the hobgoblins are going to run out. What is that? 30 and 30. So the two hobgoblins are going to, while they were chasing the owlbear, they now see this group of adventurers standing on the other side of the road, and they're going to shout something. Which I guess, does anybody speak Goblin?
I think. Hold on, let me check. I think I might.
I do not.
Do hobgoblins speak Goblin, or is it like a
I
derelict?
believe.
Is it kind of like the Queen's English?
I think they're considered
Hobgoblins speak Goblin.
goblinoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just checking out my stuff. Languages.
Should be on your character sheet towards the bottom left.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yep, Goblin.
All right.
I do.
You hear the Green Goblin shout, "Stop the bear and get the people." That's what he says.
Stop the bear, get the people.
Yep.
Like, stop the bear as in
That bugbear.
that, like stop the bear to get the people, or stop the bear as in like kill the bear. I guess it doesn't really matter, but yeah, anyway. So
that's what you heard him shout as he takes up with his longbow out, tries to take a shot at Quixotic. The green ones are trying to take a shot at Quixotic, and the blue one is seeing as you, Monty, trying to wake up some of your allies, take a shot at you. So.
What? Rude.
So we'll do the green one first towards you, Quixotic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got some villagers here.
Whew.
And the second one towards you, Monty.
Whew.
All right. So that ends their turn. With that, it is Nicola's turn, who is still asleep, kind of kicking the leaves in around him.
There has been a lot of yelling lately. Could he at least make
I
a
will
disadvantage
say,
perception check or something?
yeah, make me a disadvantage perception check, Nicola.
All right.
Bugbear barks and scares the shit out of him.
Right. Yeah. So, you weren't sleeping super. You were sleeping pretty restless. And as the hobgoblin yelled out something that you weren't quite sure what it was, it does wake you up. So you are awake at this point. You
So now-
can. Oh, go ahead.
Since I don't have dark vision, what do I actually see?
So you wake up and you see Monty's hooded lantern in front of you, kind of giving off a dim glow in 5 feet, but you're not sure what's going on around you. So you,
Okay.
you don't see the owlbear or the hobgoblins.
Kind of sit up, scratch my eyes a little bit, kind of try and make a sense of why everyone has their feathers all in a ruffle.
Okay.
There it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I really wouldn't ready anything because I don't know what's going on yet.
Okay.
Trying to piece things together.
Sounds good. All right. Alice. Roll me a perception check.
Whoop.
You do feel the kind of nudge from Tehran, but it takes you a little bit of time to kind of recognize what is actually nudging you. But you do open up your eyes and you do see, you look down kind of towards your feet, and you do see an owlbear kind of trying to, well, it looks like it's trying to hug Kohi, but you see like its gigantic beak trying to get through its
Danger hug.
through his
Yeah.
shell.
Safety word.
It did take you a little bit longer to wake up than what you had planned on or what you could do. So, as you don't have any movement by the time that your turn ends, but you would have an action.
Can I throw a javelin?
You could.
I think I'm gonna do that then.
Are you angry that you got woken up?
I'm probably angry that there's an owlbear attacking my turtle friend.
Are you angry enough to rage?
Can you see that?
I have dark vision.
Yeah, she
You
has
have
dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Kohi, you can't see what's going on, but she can see what's going on.
I want to know if anybody else has the same problems I do.
Looks like the scene from Rescuers 2 where the kimono dragon's trying to eat a rock. It's just like, ah.
I hear the beak clacking on the shell, and I see him getting attacked, and I fly into a rage.
Why are you best friend?
Uh-huh. So I'm going to recklessly. Can I recklessly throw a javelin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Let's. I'll do that then.
I believe in you.
Don't add the rage damage.
Oh, because it's not melee.
It's not melee, but I don't know. I think you can add zealot to any weapon attack. Hey, kick.
Okay.
So do I get Divine Fury?
Does a 15 hit first?
You having been woken up, you grab your javelin and you toss it at the owlbear, and you manage to hit it, strike it in its kind of back shoulder blade as it's kind of trying to bad hug Kohi. You do hit it. You
Roll
notice
your radiant.
You notice the blood rate starting to kind of pour down, and as it hits, this divine energy blasts out.
Bad owlbear.
Bad touch, bad touch.
Yep. All right, that owlbear takes it. And with that, does that end your turn?
Yep.
All right. Davos, you are awake.
Did we lose him?
In the game, you're awake. Are you awake in real life?
Bueller.
He's on.
That post.
Davos, you are. Alex, you are on mute. But if you're still there, maybe he took an inopportune bathroom break or something.
So great.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'll poke him.
All right.
Yep.
Davos readies in action for when he returns to the chat. Monty, you are up.
All right. Which one of them summed to be? I guess. Do I? Which one of them summed to be plunked to me? Or which direction did it come from?
It came from the southwest.
All right, well, I swing my lantern around to the southwest and see what do I see?
Okay. Are you opening up the hood fully?
Yeah. I mean, we're all in the middle, so I'm gonna open up that hood fully and just
All right.
shed some light on the area.
So
As you-
30-foot bright.
As you open up the hood, you shine out onto this gigantic owlbear, bad hugging Kohi, and further back you see, kind of in dim light, two hobgoblins with their longbows drawn.
Ooh, all right. Well, I see that big owlbear, and I'm like, whoa, he's getting really close to my friend. So I shouted him, I've met some pricks in my time, but you, my friend, are the fucking cactus.
Okay.
Yep. And then, hold on. All right, here we go. We'll do that. See what happens this time.
Quixotic audibly laughs at that one.
This owlbear is super wise, and does not even seem to acknowledge that you said words.
He knows what I said.
You hurt.
I like
So-
like who was that Alex that posted that joke of like,
Oh, yeah.
Bitch.
Bitch.
That's a good one.
all
Hey.
right,
Hey, Eric, look at me.
Good meat. You're a
Bitch.
bitch. Is everybody awake? Everybody's awake yet, right? Yeah.
Believe so.
everybody's awake at this point.
All right. I move a little closer to shed more light in the
Okay.
vicinity, right there on that rock.
Sounds good. Monty is lighting up the area for everybody to see now. Quixotic.
All right. I'm going to. They want to use that new dagger that I have, but I'll skip it for now. Actually, no, I will probably. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna study him. Actually, I don't need to study him. I'm just gonna shoot him. It makes it not very complex. All right. So he will take his sneak because Kohi's there, so he can take 17 if
Okay.
if a 15 hits him.
A 15 as your arrow releases from the bowstring. It travels in a straight line directly at that owlbear from such a close distance, and plunges kind of right into his side rib. Yeah, that hit.
And I'm gonna go. Oh, hang on. Let's try this again. Whoop. He is clear for you to go. He steps behind him.
All right,
And you said everyone's awake, so okay.
everybody's awake at this point.
Okay. That'll be me.
All right, Kohi, you are not grappled, but you do have this gigantic owlbear trying to hug you right now and bite through your shell.
Man, this is a pretty bad touch right now. Maybe
Danger
try
hug.
this
Danger hug.
touch. Oh, then we're gonna have to throw some. Yeah, we'll cast it. We're gonna do this.
Better touch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you reach out and you say, "You like a bad touch? I'll give you a bad touch." And you reach out and you kind of grab around its neck, and this green necrotic energy kind of leaves your hands, and you can kind of see it pulsing through this owlbear in front of you. Yeah, it hits it, and it is. You can kind of see some of the hair starting to kind of fall off of it. Yeah.
All right, and I will.
Owlbear is feeling it,
Cool.
but still standing, strong and mighty.
Then I will cast this as my bonus action. Monty.
Hey.
So he cannot get a. He has any creature attacking him has to make a Wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they have to pick a different target.
One of those spells needs to be a cantrip where you can't cast them both in the same.
It's a bonus action, you penis.
It says the bonus action, you penis.
Yeah, but
It's a bonus action.
one of them needs to be a cantrip.
Yeah, you can cast 2 spells in a round.
And two cast 2 leveled spells in a round.
Oh,
one
okay.
One can be a cantrip, one can be a.
Fine.
Thank goodness Colin's back.
What would we have done without him? Me bending the rules.
Damn.
Fine.
All right,
I
Tehran.
appreciate the gesture.
Good, honey. You're up.
All right, now do something.
Get up and I'll cast suggestion on the green hobgoblin.
How do I do that? You gotta come over here.
Go to spells. Click on suggestion.
We're casting suggestion on the
Green hobgoblin.
green, yeah. Green boy from Greentown.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
He's from Greensburg, and he's offended that you didn't know that.
And I will say, once you and your friend catch the owlbear, he intends to feed you to him.
You hear that?
Okay. Yeah, I heard that.
What are you suggesting now?
That is lunch.
Hey, suggesting that the blue one is attempting to feed him to the owlbear. Okay. Sounds good.
And I will charge up to the owlbear and just base him.
What is
Just help to be adjacent to him.
like that?
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
To attempt to defend the turtle.
Okay. I'm gonna replenish your hit points just as a.
Oh, Luckies. No. That was on
Thank
your
you.
butt.
All right, cool. That ends Tehran's turn. The owlbear, now seeing that there is more than just this gigantic turtle in front of him, is going to try and snap at you, Tehran, with his gigantic beak. You moved into its area.
Kidding.
Does a 19 hit?
I do.
I'm happy.
All right. So you take 13 damage.
Thank you.
And so as it takes its head and tries to bite at you, Tehran, it's going to try and slash at you, Kohi. It's trying to get you guys out of its way. But you guys keep trying to stand in front of it.
Do you want a chocolate or do you want milk?
And does an 18
It's
hit?
No, it does not.
All right. So it tries to reach out to you, but it's just a little bit off balance from snapping at Tehran, and its claws go just wide. All right, it is the hobgoblin's turn. The green one somewhat confused as to why the blue one thinks that he's going to feed him to the owlbear. Is kind of pissed at him now. Is going to pull out his longsword and swipe at him.
Suggestion continues to be a valuable spell.
Yeah.
Does.
And yeah, so it does. Let's see. Yeah, so he's only using one hand because he still had his bow out. So he hits the other hobgoblin for 6 damage. The blue one, now pissed that his hunting partner, or he thinks his hunting partner has fucked up, is going to continue to shoot his longbow. Kind of at this point, he can only see you, Monty, from where you're at. So he's gonna try and take a shot off at you.
Bastard. Well,
I'm assuming a 20 hits.
it does.
All right, and so you take 3 damage.
Meh. Meh.
All right, and that ends the hobgoblin's turn. Nicola.
I kind of sit up. I'm assuming I can see the owlbear now with the lantern.
With
Yes.
the lantern or not? Yeah, you can see the owlbear now.
I say, "Oh fuck, you're ugly," and I shoot him.
Okay.
Owlbears are a beautiful and majestic creature.
There's still some sleep in your eye because for whatever reason, as you bring your glass staff down, the pink energy kind of goes a little bit wide of the owlbear, kind of lights up the area, and you see the 2 hobgoblins kind of standing behind him. So your Eldritch Blast goes wide of the owlbear.
All right, and then I will. I'll use half my movement then to stand all the way up.
Okay.
And that's it.
Sounds good. Alice.
Mute, so they don't make a bunch of. Did you say it's Alice's turn?
It is Alice's turn.
Sorry, I'll do this after your turn.
I'm gonna walk up. So I'm like kind of. Can you maybe just like one box forward, so that I can. So that I can swing my halberd at him. I will recklessly attack.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Do the buttons.
I'm working on it, bitch. Reckless. Submit
Yeah, get him.
Oof. There it is.
for 11 plus
Plus your radiant.
plus 4.
11 plus 4.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're always finishing shit. Good for you.
Finish him. I like jab my halberd behind him and use the crescent blade to chop back when I pull my weapon back, and it cuts his beak off.
Okay.
And then
Cuts
throw-
his beak
Trophy.
off.
And then I don't know, maybe I'll stab him again, and then the radiant damage finishes him off.
I like it. So as you bring your halberd back down and you kind of pull and you slice off his beak and you jab him one more time, and the radiant energy you see flows through him, and then all of a sudden you see this gigantic pile of owlbear on the edge of the road.
I didn't want it to have to be like that.
All right. Davos.
I apologize. I had to take an important phone call.
Nope, no worries.
So 2 hobgoblins are left, right?
Yes.
I shoot 2 scorching rays of green and 1 at blue.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
So the first 2 hit green, right kind of in the chest and the shoulder, and you kind of see this fire envelop him and fizzle out. Both seem to have hit and have done their damage. The third one, screaming towards blue, has it hits him, but it's just it kind of hits him right in the shoulder pad and kind of glances off and goes to the rock behind him.
Well, at least I hit something with this one.
All right.
And then after that, I will move myself a little bit closer so I can get a better shot. Like that.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, it is Monty's turn.
Okay, we are going to. I think we're gonna fairy fire these guys.
Magic missile.
Those 2 over there, and so that is a dex save. Is that a dex save? Yes, dex save, DC 13.
Okay.
So nice. Cast it twice.
And I clicked it once to display it, but then when you cast it to pip, it does it again. Well, what the fuck? Well, you guys all suck in your really high, ridiculous rolls against my spells today. Be gone. I hate you all.
All right. The goblins narrowly step out of the box of fairy fire that you cast towards them, and they don't seem to be glowing as some of your other enemies have. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, nobody looks
Okay.
particularly hurt. I think that'll end my turn.
Okay. Kozotic.
All right, I will move to there, and the green one's under suggestion, so I guess I'll shoot at the blue one. Actually, wait. I will
Green one
move
just took a bunch of damage, so green one is not under suggestion.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Well, I'll move to there, and then I can do my my trick. So insight check versus his deception. I can't roll below 14. So I rolled a 14.
Okay.
And then so he needs to make his deception.
Actually, roll. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
I roll it. It's an opposed roll.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna be charisma.
Which I'm sure he's got a great bonus to. Oh, you fuck. All right, well, straight damage.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter because it didn't hit.
Yeah, your arrow hits a shoulder pad, and much like Nicola's, it goes just wide.
Okay.
All right, Kohi.
All right, we're gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're gonna go out and do that. To the green one.
Okay. Again, this green energy just kind of, as you reach out and you touch them, this green energy kind of emanates from your fingertips, and then you can see it kind of swallow This time you manage to grab a hold of his arm, and it goes up his arm, and you can see just like this paleness pass through his face, through his reddish orange looking face, pass through his face, and as you release your hands, this hobgoblin falls to the ground. His friend, having never seen anything like that, is absolutely terrified of you.
Sure.
All right, Tehran.
Guy cast suggestion on it's dead, right?
He is.
I couldn't remember what color it was.
It was green.
Let me measure this. Really? That doesn't seem right.
We did that last time.
It doesn't calculate correctly.
For diagonals?
Nope.
Okay.
It doesn't accumulate the second diagonal.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll pull out my greatsword, and I'll just try to thrust through his belly.
All right.
So much clicking.
Terrified of seeing what this gigantic turtle next to him just did, this hobgoblin definitely moves to the left and then to the right as you thrust your greatsword at him. It misses.
And that's it for my turn.
All right.
Action.
Owlbear is done. The hobgoblin, having just narrowly missed the attack from you, Tehran, pulls out its longsword and tries to make a slash at you.
Okay.
One-handed, because he still has his bow in his other hand. But just can't quite get the angle right, as he's trying to avoid coming in contact with Kohi next to him on the other side. So that ends his turn. Nicola.
All right. I ready my finger. I pointed at him, and I aim very, very carefully.
All right.
How carefully do you aim?
So carefully.
Think
on a scale of 1 to 20.
Saving Private Ryan sniper shot carefully.
All right. So you're aiming so carefully that as you bring down your glass staff, that it's just this tiny little beam of pink light that kind of comes out. It's almost as if you didn't pull the trigger fully as it comes out, but it is dead true, and it hits that hobgoblin right in the face, and you kind of see this pink energy kind of go over it and force it back a little bit. It takes the 1 damage, seemingly unfazed.
I yell, "Take that!"
So, does that end your turn?
It does, yeah.
All right.
Can you measure? Like, can you get me to the blue one, please?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you only need to be a 10, so yeah, you can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can attack them from here, right?
No, put me one over.
You don't have to be, but you can. Okay.
And then I'll recklessly attack with my halberd.
Recklessly attack.
All right.
What do you want to do when you kill this one? Never mind.
Womp womp.
You are coming off of the high from the Owlbear kill just not 6 seconds ago. And you are so excited, so jittery with glee of having defended Kohi from this gigantic thing that you're you just can't get the right angle of the swing of your halberd at the hobgoblin.
Yeah.
All right, Duffos.
All right, we're gonna throw some lightning.
Let's see some lightning in the dark sky.
Nope, not working.
Negative.
Hold on. I can do something about this. Yes, I'm gonna use a sorcery point and re-roll the entire roll.
Okay.
You can do that?
I can use the sorcery point to re-roll up to 3 dice.
There you go.
Is that from your shadow magic stuff?
No, that's just sorcerer.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. That's better.
So as this ball lightning kind of comes out as you're throwing it at him, at first you think it's about to go to the left and hit Turon, but you correct it right at the last minute and you curve it around and manage to hit the blue hobgoblin. And as you do, you see this lightning kind of go up. As it hits him, it goes up through him and kind of dissipates up towards the sky. And below, it leaves a smoldering pile of hobgoblin armor and flesh.
You bend it like the famous sorcerer Beckham.
That hobgoblin is dead.
Yay.
And then like my ancient relic Beckham Davenport.
There you go. Yes. So there's no further obvious threat, correct?
Yeah.
You don't hear. You guys pause and you take a listen, and you don't hear any other hobgoblins or anything else kind of charging through the forest. So, yeah.
All right.
All
I
right.
go, ha!
Then.
Take it.
I love empowered spell.
You're right. I'm gonna pick up that beak because I have a hunch Alice is gonna be looking for it later.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
hobgoblins, huh?
Yeah.
Where
Hobgoblins.
where are we on the map again?
We're at the bend of the road going back down to the town.
Okay. And are they marked with anything? I guess maybe investigate or something like that.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
Do.
You guys are kind of right where Kohi is.
I lost my.
Ooh, that's a
Right where
19.
Kohi is. Got it.
I thought we were here the other night. We didn't move forward to the first for the next day.
You guys were where Nikola was the night before, and you guys made it kind of down towards where Kohi is.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So we still have another 2 days to go.
You guys have about 1 day left.
So.
Why are we
Okay.
going to Phandalin and not
To
to
talk to the
Thunder Tree?
Talk to the town.
Because we completed 3 quests and we realized we hadn't talked to them at all about where Cragmaw Castle might be.
Right.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So with you said a 19 investigation.
You added Monty. You added some because of your history check, right?
Yep. So you can add my proficiency even if only one person gets to roll. So.
Okay, so it's your proficiency was a 2 or 3.
2.
Okay, so then 19. Yes.
Okay. So you don't. The hobgoblins are pretty well dressed, but you don't necessarily see any insignia on them.
Okay.
But looking through their pockets, uh, these hobgoblins don't have any gold on them. But the one of them has a crudely drawn sketch on it with the words 25 gold pieces, and then a picture of an owlbear on it.
So we're taking the owlbear with us on the
Ooh.
cart.
Yeah.
At the
And
bottom
that
of
flyer.
the piece of paper,
Uh-huh.
it has a symbol of a black spider on it.
Oh, that bastard.
We did it on
Okay.
paper.
Mm-hmm.
He wants 25 gold pieces for an owlbear. What the fuck does he want with an owlbear?
Owlbear.
It's a fucking owlbear. Who doesn't want an owlbear?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't state that he wants it alive.
Owlbear
Exactly. It's a magical
rug.
creature.
Or owlbear blanket.
I
Down
know.
below.
Yeah, right. Knowledge Arcana to see if
He
they
wasn't
use
gonna
that.
pay the hobgoblins. He was just gonna kill them and get the owlbear.
Yeah, but
Problem
Knowledge-
solved.
knowledge. Yeah, I guess knowledge Arcana. Figure out what the fuck you would use an owlbear for.
Sure. Make me a knowledge arcana check. I mean, like, there's lots of things that you can use an owlbear for: breakfast,
Owlbear soup.
lunch, dinner,
Oh, God.
fighting pits,
Lunch and
protection.
Yeah, but it doesn't specify alive, so okay. Man, he was only going to pay him 25 gold for a live owlbear? That seems like he's stiffing somebody. Just saying.
These hobgoblins had no money on them.
Just saying. Well, yeah, he did. Clearly, they didn't bring the owlbear back because we shot him in the head.
Yep.
So
Where? Are we going to try and load this whole owlbear into the cart?
Take it to the black spider.
Collect that.
No,
I'd
I
like
mean,
to
like,
collect this.
didn't somebody say they wanted to bring the owlbear with us? Or the whole bear?
to claim the reward on the quest.
We could probably turn it into like coats or something. Nice bearskin coat
Or a rug.
or a rug. Well, yeah, but we don't exactly have a place to put the. I guess we might eventually end up with a place to put the rug.
Not talking about for us. I'm just talking about
Yeah,
you can sell it.
yeah, it might not be a bad idea to sell the whole. I mean, we do have a cart. How much? Just judging by the size of it, how much? I mean, out of game, how much does a bear weigh?
Ton.
a bear usually weighs
Are they field
anywhere
trust, or-
from 500 to 800 pounds or so.
Okay.
Brown bear is 180 to 1,300 pounds.
Good lord.
Yep, that's a brown
Yeah,
bear.
this
A
bear's
black
staying
bear
here.
is smaller.
Yeah.
And you figure this owl bear is larger than any bear you've ever seen.
Oh, he's a heavy mother licker then.
I hate to be the one to suggest it, but I'm going to be. Does anyone know how to skin a bear?
Turtle?
Survival guy, probably.
Survival guy?
Mm-hmm.
Skinny.
We could just take the whole thing.
Bear grills.
Yeah, but it's 800
Turtle
pounds or more.
So we have a cart.
But we have to get it onto the cart.
We have 7 people.
800 pounds.
800 pounds of dead weight.
I get it, but there's 7 of us. We probably can do it.
That DC is gonna be real high.
This is not
I'm
like
just saying,
moving a
I-
futon or
I-
anything. This is like.
I'm
this
just
is like
saying, I've
moving
carried a
my
casket
700
before.
pound
And
life. You got to move the person without knocking the wall down.
maybe let's just try and skin it.
Who's
Okay.
got a fancy day?
All right. Give
Yeah, I
it
was
a
gonna
go.
say, here, do you want
Alright.
to try this one?
I mean, it is just as a reminder. It is very early morning, middle of the night yet.
Maybe we can skin it in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast ritual, whatever is this?
Ritual skinning.
Ritual gentle response, so I can, so it won't decay or become undead.
Ah, neat.
That's actually kind of.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we don't need this thing coming alive.
Undead Owlbear.
Zombie
The revenge.
Owlbear. Fuck that.
Revenge. Owlbear 2.
Write that
Within enough
down.
zombies. I agree with that.
Owlbear 2, Electric Boogaloo.
All right, I'm not dealing with this owlbear tonight. I
All
need
right,
to
yeah.
get the rest of the sleep.
Let's take a nap.
Okay.
Well, I'm up for. Oh yeah, that was the third watch, right? Because I.
That was the
Yes.
third
Your
one.
watch is
That was
ended.
third watch,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, you guys go back, take your nap, and then catch you in a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The rest of your watch goes by relatively uneventful. Yeah. You just kind of climb back into the lower branches of the tree and sit there contemplating what these hobgoblins were doing, trying with a note from the black spider, trying to do something with this owl bear. And as you're sitting there pondering, you feel the rays of the sun on the back of your neck, and the sun has started to rise. You get
Sweet,
down from your
blessed
tree,
sunlight.
and you get down from the tree and begin to kind of rouse the rest of your group, and everybody's feeling a little bit tired from the evening's activities the night before, but overall pretty well rested.
Does
Hmm.
Tehran get his health back? Like, does it count as having a long rest, even though he like got busted up in the morning? The wee hours?
I mean, you were still in the rest, right?
Yeah, technically you're still in
Because-
the rest. I'd say you get your health back.
It was vigorous activity.
Yeah, but you can do a certain amount of vigorous activity during a long rest. I think, like, in the description it says that you can do, at least I thought it did. In the description, you can do, like, a certain amount during,
Yeah. I'll take it, but
yeah, I'll look it up.
I mean, it still would have constituted as a short rest, so I should get my pack magic back, right?
Yes.
So,
I mean, my magic that comes back after 1 hour rest, things and stuff.
Mr. Survival Guy, how does bear taste? Or owlbear specifically?
It's fine. Not like the goat that we had before. A little bit
Yeah.
better than that.
I was gonna say, out of game, I've had bear before, and
Yeah,
it
I've had some.
basically tastes like pork.
Yeah.
I think, from what I've heard, it depends on what it's been eating.
Yes.
Complete honesty, like bear tastes like really good pork burgers, if that makes any sense. I've had a ground bear before, and it
Bear tastes like hobgoblin.
Right? Yeah, this one does.
Make the sausage. All right.
Okay. You guys wake up and start to get ready for your day. Are you guys doing anything with the owl bear or the hobgoblins?
What do the hobgoblins have on them? Oh, we already looked through their pockets and found the sheet. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm good. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna skin the owlbear. Not my cup of tea. But you guys go ahead.
You can use my nice knife if it helps. Am I under the impression it's marginally sharper than an average one by any means?
What was that?
The fancy knife. Am I under the impression it's any sharper?
It was like super like high quality.
Yeah, I know it's of high
if anything,
quality,
it
so
holds an edge better.
I don't know.
It's a ragged edge, but like, you don't know if it's gonna do. It looks like it may cut a little bit differently than a normal dagger.
Okay, so I'm not of the impression that it would be beneficial to use that over anything else, right?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. If he botches something, I'm gonna test it out a little bit because I have not really used it since I got it.
Okay.
So if there's like a botched section, I'm gonna like poke at it, see if I can figure out if there's anything weird about it.
Okay. For the record, a long rest you can have up to 1 hour of walking in it.
It says walking, fighting, casting spells, or similar adventuring activity.
you can't do that.
The
You
rest
can
is
walk
interrupted.
for up
Oh,
to an
yeah.
hour, but you can't fight, cast spells, or adventure.
Here.
So,
It's
so that would be an
that.
interrupted long rest.
Okay. So pip
If
that.
there,
Pip that.
it says if the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, at least 1 hour of walking, fighting, or casting spells.
At least 1 hour of walking, comma, or fighting, comma, or casting
Right.
spells.
So any of those, an hour of any of those would.
No, it's not an
uninterrupted.
hour of any of those. It's an hour of walking, or
Yeah, and
any
then
fighting.
fighting
It's not
or
an hour.
casting.
It's not an hour of fighting or an hour of casting spells. It's an hour of you can walk up to 59 minutes, but you can't walk for an hour. If you fight at all, it interrupts your long rest. If you cast any spells, it interrupts your long rest. Or if you have any other similar adventuring activities, it interrupts your long rest.
So technically, Tehran would not get his hit points back.
You would not get your hit points back from a long rest, but you would have a short rest. So if you want to use any hit dice to start the day off, you can.
Stupid bugbear.
You can rest in the cart.
How
Okay.
about one?
Sounds good. All right. So who's trying to
Yeah, that'd be
skin the
me.
owlbear? All right.
I'm gonna take this false life first. Take a hit of something before I start digging my hands into it.
Okay. Oh, Monty, you're rolling. Hit dice.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Kohi, roll me a survival check.
Okay. Normal roll.
You begin slicing down the belly with your, I'm assuming you're using a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You begin slicing down the belly of the owlbear with your dagger, and you know that you've skinned things in the past, and you know not to cut too deep. And as you're cutting through the owlbear, you're going down kind of along the belly button from the sternum down to the groin. And this is bigger than anything you've attempted to skin before. You do manage to at least get it started pretty well. So at this point, you have the owlbear opened up from sternum to groin, and you start to kind of pull out some of the internal organs of this owlbear.
Gut pile.
I am gonna have you. The way that I'm gonna do this is that I need you. I want you to make 3 successful survival checks versus up to 3 unsuccessful survival checks. So
okay,
you passed the first one.
Cool.
Let's do the second one.
Yes.
Oh, is this like death saves where a critical counts for 2?
Come on.
It does. Yeah. So you've managed to find your groove, and you make quick work of skinning this owlbear. Like I said before, I mean, like, this thing is larger than anything you've ever seen, but it is that you've skinned before. But you make quick work. You run your knives down the legs, and you pull the skin back around it, and pull it back, and you kind of bring it up. But it's starting to get a little bit harder to work with because this hide, this pelt of this owlbear is super heavy. Most bears that you've encountered, or most kind of other animals, are anywhere from the like 300-pound range or so. This owlbear, kind of as you're rolling it, trying to get to the different parts of it, you figure this owlbear probably weighs a good 12 to 1,500 pounds or so. And the hide itself, as you're working with it, is probably 300 pounds, probably 250 pounds or so of hide that you're running around with.
Is there anything we can do to help with this? Like if he's peeling away flesh, just kind of like help him carry it or something?
Yeah, you guys can help pick it up and move it around for him as trying to get better angles to get a good hide off. Is that what you're doing, Quixotic?
I might as well. I have nothing better to do.
Okay.
I'm just watching him just guts this bear.
Okay. You help pick up the hide and bring it around to different areas. Just because the thought of trying to string up this owlbear to take off its hide is more than you think any tree could handle. So,
I will say, while we're doing this, perhaps someone would like to make some breakfast with a shitload of bear meat.
I could try to burn some bear.
Okay.
What's that?
I could try to burn some bear.
Sure.
Do it.
There's no reason not to.
All right, Alice. While they are finishing skinning the owlbear, why don't you make me a performance check?
Would you like some help with that, or are you going to take care of this on your own?
I only have one there because
I think we've been taking turns cooking, so if she
Well,
wants to do it.
I can do guidance and help, like I did with Niccolo.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What was I doing?
You may as well.
I left it up to her. If she wants to be sassy, she can.
Sorry, I was talking to Colin about something.
I said, do you want any help with that, lady?
Yes, please, yes.
So she rolled twice, or are you rolling one of them? Oh,
No, you get. Yep.
Yeah, he's gutting, but he can just kind of reach over and point at her. Add that beautiful D4.
Okay.
Well.
Kohi, as you take one of the tenderloin from the inside of the bear, the owlbear, and you toss it into Alice's hand, and you say, use a little salt, and you can find any small mushrooms. This will make they'll bring out the flavor in that owlbear. And so Alice goes around and she finds some mushrooms, and having not the super familiarity of the land around her yet, find some mushrooms that aren't exactly the mushrooms that you'd want to put into a owlbear breakfast. Well, it doesn't poison anybody. It is definitely not the flavors that she was hoping for in her breakfast.
Sorry about it.
It's edible, but it is not it is not the cuisine that she suggested before with her goat taco, bone tacos before. So it probably takes a good hour to an hour and a half to finish the last of the owlbear skinning. You guys you get the rest, you get the hide kind of down to the neck, and you have a decision to make of whether or not you're keeping the head attached to the pelt, or if you're going to just take the pelt of the owlbear.
Pelt. Pelt only.
Yeah, the head's not real pretty anymore.
That is accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, I did grab it by the neck. Melt a little bit of it away.
That is true. Taking your dagger, you make a incision kind of along the top of the neck, and kind of right below where the necrotic energy hit the owlbear, and you have an owlbear pelt. That you guys load up into the cart. That weighs about 250 pounds or so. All right. And at this point, you're looking at about early to mid morning or so by the time that you've completed this and eaten some owlbear breakfast.
Once he decides that the head's not going to be used, I'm going to test out my dagger on there and see if it. Well, what? Yeah. Well, you said it cuts weird. It might cut
Yeah.
different, so I'm gonna just kind of poke at it and see if I notice anything weird.
Okay. You poke it, and it leaves a hole. It's a different. I mean, it's an odd-sized hole based on kind of the brokenness of the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like your typical kind of needlepoint dagger. It looks like it kind of slashes as it kind of goes in a little bit further. So.
Okay. So would I believe that maybe it would cause some sort of bleed or something like that? Or
You think that if you get the right angle on it, maybe from a distance or so, maybe if you throw the dagger kind of with the force of it, that if it hits, it might do a little bit more damage.
okay. Good to know.
So.
All right. I'm good here. We want to head back to town now that we got a 250-pound pelt to sell as well.
Let's do it.
All right, is load up the cart. Droop kind of cuddles in underneath the owlbear pelt. And you guys...
Cuddles into the gory side, not the furry side for some reason.
Well, he is a goblin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's more at home there.
And you guys make your way back down the road. Passing along the way, a few travelers. Nothing that no other monsters or goblins or orcs or anything along the trail. And
Do we feel bigger and healthier this morning?
You do not feel bigger and healthier yet.
Gotta find some more goats to kill.
I know.
So
Go grind goats.
And you make your way back to Phandalin. Coming down the pathway, you guys see the familiar town.
Wonderful.
The ruined Tresender Manor on the hillside. This place looks like the place that you guys have been. And that's where we're going to end it tonight. So
Okay.
I'm feeling a little bit tired. I don't know about you guys. So so awesome roleplay tonight, guys.
Yeah. That was some fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had some nice character building moments, and you guys got to fight an owlbear.
Yeah. He took it to the face.
I'm
Yeah, he
glad
did.
I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't take it to the face this time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to apologize. I misread empowered spell.
Oh, did you goof it a little bit or?
I did. It's just damage dice. So I feel
okay.
guys.
Oh, it's not
missed
the
that
hit.
shot.
It's not the
Well,
hit.
I mean, to be fair, the next 3 people that would have murdered the fuck out of him anyway.
I'm just saying I misread it. I apologize.
No worries. Good catch though.
The more you know.
Yeah, right.
So, all right.
So complete honesty, this is the first time I've ever played a spellcaster. So
yeah.
Really?
You liking it?
There you go.
I love spellcasters. They're fun. I really want to kind of mix. I really want to go for a cleric next because I feel like combining the two could be a lot of fun.
Clerics are badass.
Oh, like with your sorcerer?
Like a sorcerer and a frontliner.
I'm still a big fan of wizards. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Sorcerers are fun.
Yeah.
I like sorcerers.
The wizards have just more spell variety, and